Ladies and gentlemen, as we march ahead and let's take the agenda forward. And as we all know that COP29 is being scheduled in the month of November in the beautiful city of Baku, which is why it's only befitting that we also gather some agenda highlights from the upcoming COP29. We have with us none other than His Excellency Elchin Huseynli, Ambassador of Azerbaijan to India. So let's have a huge round of applause to please help me welcome on stage His Excellency Elchin Huseynli.
Dear friends, colleagues, fellow speakers, policymakers, business leaders, experts, innovators, namaskar, good morning. It is my distinct pleasure to be present today at this 6th SDG Summit in my capacity as the ambassador of Azerbaijan. I sincerely thank the Times Group for this opportunity. As you are well aware, in less than a month from now, my country will host the 29th session of the Conference of the Parties to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. Climate change affects all countries across continents, with small island developing nations and least developed countries being the most vulnerable. It adversely impacts livelihoods of globally and impedes the progress towards achieving SDGs. No country is immune. Less than a year ago, at COP28, Azerbaijan was unanimously entrusted by international community with this highly important task of bringing the world together in the hope of making progress on crucial aspects of climate change. We are proud that the first COP in the South Caucasus and the wider region will take place in Azerbaijan, and we are resolved to deliver. From the very outset of this journey, Azerbaijan's COP29 presidency has based its vision and strategy on the following. Our objective is to deliver deep, rapid, and sustained emission reductions now to keep temperatures under control and stay below 1.5 Celsius while leaving no one behind. Our plan is to pursue two mutually reinforcing parallel pillars. One is to enhance ambition, which combines key elements to ensure all parties commit to ambitious national plans and transparency. And the second pillar is to enable action, which reflects the critical role of climate finance, a key tool to turn ambition into action and reduce emissions, adapt to climate change, and address loss and damage. Our methodology is to deliver COP29 in a transparent, impartial, inclusive, party-driven manner that is guided by the principles, objectives, and goals of the Convention and the Paris Agreement. We need to take ownership of the process and engage in good faith to act swiftly. Climate action is a common commitment that requires leadership from everyone, not only from the host country. For COP29 to be successful, it will require huge political effort from all of us, building on the momentum and positive spirit of COP28 and the UAE consensus. COP29 will be a litmus test for the Paris Agreement, multilateralism, and global climate action and cooperation. We must address all of the most fundamental and pressing issues at COP29 with a new collective quantified goal, which is climate finance at its center. As a country that accounts for only 0.1% of global greenhouse gas emissions, Azerbaijan is determined to demonstrate how even smaller emitters can make significant contributions to combat climate change. Guided by the slogan, "In solidarity for a green world," our COP presidency has been engaging with all stakeholders in a constructive spirit and transparent manner, conducting numerous visits and listening to every perspective and concern. We have been working to ensure everyone's voices are heard, and so that we deliver inclusive outcomes based on shared solutions. We have prioritized the challenges posed by climate change to small island developing states. Azerbaijan considers helping these states as a moral duty and supports them both financially and politically. To provide continuity of efforts, United Arab Emirates, Azerbaijan, and Brazil, in their capacities as presidencies of COP28, 29, and 30, respectively, have launched Climate Troika. Azerbaijan has elaborated its ambitious action agenda comprising 14 initiatives on a range of issues such as peace, finance, human capital, water, energy storage, hydrogen, etc. A significant progress has been achieved in operationalization of loss and damage fund in Baku this September. Yet the major task ahead of us is to agree to a fair and ambitious new collective quantified goal that meets the needs of developing, least developed, and small island developing states. The new finance goal requires a substantial increase. Last week, Baku hosted pre-COP ministerial high-level meeting to bridge divides and deliver early progress on key issues ahead of COP29. Our assessment is that we have done well to narrow down options, but we can clearly see the divides that parties still need to bridge. In his address to pre-COP ministerial participants last week, the President of Azerbaijan called on the international community to engage constructively and in good faith for the sake of humanity. He emphasized that, and I quote, while states have common but differentiated responsibilities, they should put aside disagreements, stop blaming each other, and find common ground. We cannot afford to waste time on defining who is guilty for global warming or who caused more environmental harm. The international community cannot fail and should make a deal on the new collective quantified goal, climate finance. It is our expectation that a historic agreement will be reached at COP29, which will go down in history as our collective success, end of quote. And we are optimistic that we can make real progress on the most salient issues of climate change. After all, we are all united by the concept of Visuddhaiva Kutumbakan, which is the world is one family. Thank you very much for your attention and honored to be here. Thank you.